Week 4. I can't believe we're in week 4 of lunchtime lessons. Moments with Drea Nicole. I am early per what's been the usual for the past 2 weeks. So I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes to see if anybody joins. And if not, we'll get started. Hey, Kia. Thanks for joining. Instagram is telling me, hang on. We're telling more followers to join your video. So I'm going to just hang for a couple secs. It's crazy that we are in week 4 of this thing. And I'm excited. So we'll wait for a couple more minutes since I came on a little early. Not really minutes, but a couple seconds. And then we'll get started because they can watch this later. Y'all, it is beautiful outside right now. Not a cloud in the sky. I don't know where everybody else is looking, watching this live from, but I hope it's as beautiful there as it is here. Well, we will get started. So today, we actually have, if we don't count today, 19 days until 2018. Have you stopped to think about the next year? Would be the question that I pose to you. Have you stopped to think about what your desires are for 2018? I heard something this past weekend that I thought was really powerful. It says, until you pick your destination, you won't know the steps to get there. And so until, like, if you think about flights, driving, goals, things like that, you can't pick your flight until you know your destination. That's the first thing that they ask you. And then they ask you, when do you want to go? And it's the same thing when we think about the new year. So for me, I'm just going to share what I tend to do when I am approaching a new year. I take the time to invest in myself. Normally it looks like me pulling off of social media or even from communication with other people and just taking time to intentionally sit and value myself enough to process a couple of things. These are the questions that I typically ask myself each year as I go into the new year. One of them is, what has been like lessons that I've learned from this current year? It can be themes, the highs, the lows that I've experienced. What are those? And trying to figure out if I can bullet point what those are so that when I look back at the list, I can say, wow, this is where I was. And I can look back on previous years and say, wow, I've continued to grow. And then I also ask myself, where do I want to be? Or what are my current dreams for the next year? What are my current goals for the next year? And I write these down. I think in theory, it makes sense where we would say, oh, I just thought about it. But there's something that happens when we write things down. I think we remember them. And then I think it's also another form of accountability for us. And so my encouragement would be to write them down. And truthfully, you're worth that investing. You're worth that investment time. And whether that's you being a mother, whether that's you being a flight attendant, or whether that's you wanting to start your own business, or wanting to just come on Instagram Live and encourage people in their walks. Whatever that looks like for you, your goal or your dream, it doesn't have to be exactly like someone else's for it to be valuable. And so this lunchtime lessons is probably one of the shortest ones, but I think probably one of the most practical in the sense that it's important for us to think about the future. And there's a quote that I like that says, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And so my encouragement to you guys for this Tuesday would be to believe in the beauty of your dream, to invest in the beauty of your dream, to take time to sit back, to pause and reflect, and to write those things down. And sometimes they happen, and sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board. But either way, it is causing you to grow. And it is investing in yourself, the same way that we invest in other people and their dreams and whatever they bring to us. So your dreams are worth it. My hope is that this is encouraging to you, whether big or small. You're valuable enough to invest in your own dreams. And so hope that helps. You've got 19 days. 19 days. No excuses. to think about your dreams. So bye guys, thanks so much for tuning in.